the invisible highways that run the internet. How Cisco built roads before anyone knew where they led. Picture this. Every email you send, every video you stream, every online purchase you make, travels through digital highways that most people never think about. These highways do not exist in the physical world. DKE are created by devices called routers, quietly directing billions of data packets to their destinations every second. And for decades, one company has dominated the construction of these invisible highways, Cisco Systems. Here is the fascinating part. Cisco did not just build better roads. T built the roads before most people even knew they needed to travel. They bet everything on a future where businesses would desperately need to connect their networks, share information instantly, and operate across multiple locations. They were right, and that bet made them one of the most profitable companies you have probably never heard of. If you are an entrepreneur, unemployed, underemployed, or on social security trying to figure out your next move, the story of how Cisco became the invisible infrastructure company powering the internet contains surprisingly practical lessons about building businesses in markets that do not quite exist yet. Part 1. Introduction, Purpose and Audience. This training story is crafted for people who want to understand how to generate breakthrough business ideas. Entrepreneurs seeking their next venture opportunity, unemployed individuals looking to create new income streams, underemployed people wanting to build something substantial on the side. Anyone interested in learning how boring infrastructure becomes incredibly valuable. We will use Cisco Systems enterprise routers as our lens, not to teach you networking technology, but to reveal the strategic thinking behind building products for markets that are just beginning to emerge. Section 1. Cisco Systems Enterprise Routers. What they are and why they matter. What Cisco Enterprise Routers are? Cisco Enterprise Routers are specialized computer devices that direct data traffic between different networks within large organizations. Think of them as sophisticated traffic controllers for digital information. When an employee at a company's headquarters sends a file to a colleague at a branch office across the country, enterprise routers determine the best path for that data to travel. These devices handle much more than simple data forwarding. Modern Cisco enterprise routers provide intelligent traffic routing based on network conditions and policies, security features including firewalls and intrusion prevention, quality of service controls that prioritize critical applications, network analytics and monitoring capabilities, integration with cloud services and software-defined networking, redundancy and failover protection for mission-critical operations. Cisco routers operate behind the scenes in corporate headquarters, government agencies, hospitals, universities, and service provider networks. They are the invisible infrastructure that enables video conferences between global teams, real-time financial transactions, cloud computing applications, and modern business operations. Why Cisco Enterprise routers matter for idea generation. The Cisco router story offers several powerful lessons for entrepreneurs. First, it demonstrates the extraordinary value of infrastructure plays. Cisco built the picks and shovels for the internet gold rush. While everyone else was focused on applications and end-user experiences, Cisco created the fundamental infrastructure that made those applications possible. This approach, enabling others rather than competing directly for end-user attention, created enormous, sustainable value. Second, it shows how to build markets by educating customers. In the early days, most businesses did not understand why they needed sophisticated networking equipment. Cisco invested heavily in education, certification programs, and demonstrating the business value of networking. They literally created demand by teaching customers what was possible. Third, it illustrates the power of platform thinking. Cisco did not just sell individual routers. They created comprehensive networking platforms with software, services, training, and partner ecosystems. Customers who adopted Cisco solutions found it easier to expand with more Cisco products than to integrate competing solutions. Fourth, it exemplifies the compound advantage of technical leadership. Cisco consistently invested in research and development, acquiring innovative companies and building cutting-edge capabilities. This technical leadership created a virtuous cycle where customers chose Cisco for new projects because they trusted the company's technology roadmap. Comparing Cisco enterprise routers with other companies and approaches versus traditional telecommunications equipment vendors. Before Cisco, networking equipment was primarily built by large telecommunications companies, OutTT, IBM, and Digital Equipment Corporation. These companies created proprietary systems that worked well but were expensive, complex to integrate, and designed primarily for telecom service providers rather than businesses. Cisco's innovation was building networking equipment specifically for enterprise customers, using industry-standard protocols and focusing on ease of deployment and management. This showed how addressing underserved customer segments with appropriately designed solutions could create new markets. Part 2. In Part 1, Cisco's enterprise routers showed how boring infrastructure can quietly become the backbone of entire industries. We looked at 3 idea generation principles. Solve connection problems, not just local tasks. Design for growth and complexity from day one. Become the standard others build around. Now we go deeper into 3 more principles that you can use whether you are starting a side hustle from home, freelancing online, or building a small local service. Build visibility and control into your solution. Bundle security and reliability into the core, not as extras. Turn services and support into part of the product. Each principle is rooted in what Cisco does for huge organizations, but we will constantly translate it to small, practical moves you can make with minimal resources. Principle 4. Build visibility and control into your solution. Explanation. A router's job is not just to move data, but to let network operators see what is happening and control it. Which traffic gets priority, where congestion is forming, what is failing, what is secure, what is not. Cisco's routers come with dashboards, logs, monitoring, and policy tools, so administrators are never blind. That idea, visibility plus control, is one of the biggest reasons large organizations pay a premium for Cisco. Instead of buying cheap hardware, they are buying understanding and steering power, not just equipment. At small scale, many businesses and side hustles forget this. They build something that does the job, but does not help the customer see and manage what is going on. When customers feel blind, they feel unsafe. Common mistakes companies make. First mistake: hiding the plumbing completely. Entrepreneurs often treat their internal processes as a black box. Trust us, we will handle it. That might work once, but when money, sensitive data, or deadlines are involved, people want proof and oversight. Second mistake: flooding customers with raw data instead of insight. The opposite problem is drowning users in spreadsheets, logs, or notifications that are not organized into clear signals. If they cannot interpret it quickly, they ignore it. Third mistake: offering no levers for the customer to pull. Some services give users information, but no way to change behavior. No settings, no preferences, no way to escalate. People see problems but cannot act, which is frustrating. Lessons learned. Lesson 1. Decide what your customer must be able to see at a glance. Ask, if I were my own customer, what 3 pieces of information would make me feel calm and in control? Examples: last payment status, current balance or usage, upcoming deadlines or deliveries. Your equivalent of a network dashboard could be as simple as a weekly screenshot, a 1-page summary, or a pinned message. Lesson 2. Give customers at least a few simple controls. Cisco gives admins knobs and switches, priorities, routes, access rules. For your service, think in terms of scheduling options, when, how often, priority flags, urgent, standard, basic configuration, include this, skip that. Even a short preference form or quick menu in a WhatsApp message can give people a sense of input. Lesson 3. Turn invisible work into visible progress. Show work in progress. Checklists, done in progress. Next, short status updates. Cisco routers log and expose activity. You can mimic this with share Google Sheets, simple Trello boards, handwritten photos of checklists, comparison with other companies. Project management tools like Trello, Asana, and Notion succeeded because they add visibility and control to work, not because they do the work themselves. Ride-sharing apps show the car's location, and ETA, food delivery apps, show order progress. You can bring that same Cisco-style transparency into a tiny bookkeeping service, delivery run, or online support freelance gig. Principle 5. Bundles security and reliability into the core, not as extras. Explanation. Cisco's routers are used in banks, hospitals, governments, and big corporations. For these customers, a network device cannot just be fast, it has to be safe and dependable. That is why Cisco built security features, firewalls, access control, intrusion prevention into their routers, offers redundancy and failover options, spends heavily on testing, certifications, and patching vulnerabilities. They did not treat security and reliability as optional add-ons. They are part of the offer. Small ventures often try to bolt on trust after launch. We will worry about receipts, privacy, and backups later. But if you are dealing with people's money, data, or reputation, trust is the product. Common mistakes companies make. First mistake: storing sensitive info casually. People keep client data in random chats, unprotected documents, or shared devices that anyone can access. If something leaks or gets lost, trust is broken. Second mistake: having no backup or recovery for critical tasks. If a phone dies, a notebook is lost, or a single person falls sick, everything stops. Customers do not forgive repeated, "Sorry, I lost it," or "I forgot." Third mistake: promising more reliability than the process can deliver. Some people say, "always on time," or "never fail," while having no systems to back that up. When they inevitably slip, customers feel misled. Lessons learned. Lesson 1. Decide what must never be mishandled. List what is sensitive, money you hold for others, identity details, key passwords or codes, core files or forms. Create simple rules: where they are stored, who can see them, how they are backed up. Lesson 2. Create at least one backup path for each critical flow. If you manage payments, maybe digital wallet records plus a paper log, saved as photos in a dedicated folder. If you manage documents, original photos stored in cloud, copies kept in labeled folders. Your version of redundant routers is redundant records. Lesson 3. Write honest promises you can keep under bad conditions. Cisco commits to certain service levels because they invest to meet them. You should set expectations you can actually meet without heroics. For example, I confirm what I will do within 1 day. If I cannot deliver, I tell you at least 1 day in advance. These sound simple, but most people do not do them. Doing them consistently becomes your security brand. Comparison with other companies, password managers, reputable payment apps, and solid notaries all win on this same principle. They bake trustworthiness and recoverability into the core. For someone on a tight budget, a small, ultra-reliable service is more valuable than a flashy one. You can become that service. Principle 6. Turn services and support into part of the product explanation. Cisco does not just ship a router box and disappear. Their enterprise offer includes configuration help, training and certifications, documentation and best practices, ongoing support contracts, software updates. For big customers, these services are not extras. They are central to why they choose Cisco. The value is not only in the device, but in knowing there is expert help behind that device. Small entrepreneurs often shy away from support because they think it is unpaid extra work. But if you design it well, simple support is a feature you can charge for and a reason customers stay. Common mistakes companies make. First mistake: treating support as a nuisance. People answer questions grudgingly, slowly, or not at all. Over time, unsolved small issues accumulate into big dissatisfaction. Second mistake: offering unlimited support with no structure. Some businesses casually promise anytime help and then drown in messages and calls without clear boundaries, burning themselves out. Third mistake: failing to capture learnings from support interactions. Each complaint or question has a free lesson about what confuses or worries customers. Many teams answer and forget, repeating the same explanations forever. Lessons learned. Lesson 1. Design a basic support model from the start. Decide preferred channels: WhatsApp, email, calls at certain times. Response times you can handle. What is included in support, and what is a billable extension. Share this clearly with customers. Lesson 2. Build simple self-help materials as you go. Every time you explain something more than twice, consider creating a template answer, a short FAQ, a one-page guide, a 3-minute voice note or video. Over time, your support library reduces your workload and increases perceived professionalism. Lesson 3. Use support data to improve the router, not just patch issues. Keep a log of frequent problems, misunderstood features, repeated edge cases. Adjust your core offer, instructions, or processes to eliminate those issues over time. This is exactly what Cisco does by enhancing features and documentation based on support tickets. Comparison with other companies: could software products invest heavily in onboarding flows and in-app help because they know it reduces support load and increases success? Subscription services with strong customer success teams have lower churn. Your micro-lending help, errand service, or neighborhood admin support can feel enterprise-grade if you take support seriously and structure it like part of the product, not an afterthought. Bringing part two together. In this part, Cisco Enterprise Routers have helped us see 3 more idea generation principles. Give customers visibility and control instead of a black box. Take security and reliability into the core of your offer. Treat services and support as features, not burdens. Combined with the first 3 from Part 1, we now have 6. Solve connection problems, not isolated tasks. designed for future growth and complexity. Become something others standardize around, build visibility and control. Bundle trustworthiness into the core, and elevate support into a value add. All of this can be applied even if all you have is a notebook, a phone, and a handful of clients. In Part 3, we will complete the set with the final 2 principles. How to design resilient networks in your business so no single failure kills you. How to turn your small operation into a mini platform others can plug into. We will then translate all 8 Cisco-inspired principles into a step-by-step checklist, plus a few specific micro-business examples you can start testing this month. If you want to see how to turn these big company networking lessons into small, reliable income ideas, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you do not miss Part 3 and the practical templates that go with it. Part 3 bridge from earlier parts. Across the first 2 parts, Cisco Enterprise routers have given us 6 practical principles. Solve connection problems, not just isolated tasks, designed for future growth and complexity. Become something others standardize around, build visibility and control into your solution. Bundle security and reliability into the core, turn services and support into part of the product. In this final part, we add the last 2 principles, then turn all 8 into a simple playbook with concrete micro-business examples you can use as an entrepreneur, unemployed, underemployed person, or someone on social security. Principle 7. Design resilient networks, not fragile lines. Explanation: Cisco routers are rarely deployed alone. They live in networks. Multiple routers, redundant links, backup paths. If one link fails, traffic can be rerouted. If one device dies, another can take over. This is resilience. The system can wobble without collapsing. Most small businesses, side hustles, and microservices are the opposite. A single person, one device, one channel, one supplier. When that thing breaks, everything stops. Cisco's mindset is, expect failure somewhere, build alternate paths, make recovery fast and predictable. Common mistakes companies make: first mistake, relying on a single critical component. For example, one supplier, one phone, one social media account, one location. Any disruption there halts operations. Second mistake, no clear what-if plan. When something goes wrong, everyone improvises. Customers see confusion, not control. Third mistake, ignoring early warning signals, running out of stock repeatedly, missing messages, late responses. These are signs of fragility. Many ventures ignore them until a visible crisis hits. Lessons learned. Lesson 1. Map your critical nodes and single points of failure. Answer: if X broke tomorrow, could I still serve anyone? What's my backup for X? X could be your phone, your notebook or files, your main supplier, your access to a building or market. Write down at least one backup or workaround for each. Lesson 2. Create simple rerouting rules. Cisco routers have rules for rerouting traffic. You can have rules like, if primary supplier fails, use backup supplier even if margin is lower. If WhatsApp is down, use SMS or calls. If I get sick, pause taking new work, and inform current clients with clear timelines. Write these as short, if, this, then that statements. Lesson 3. Track basic health signals weekly. Pick a few indicators. How many late deliveries this week? How many unanswered messages for more than one day? How many stockouts or we do not have at moments? If any start to climb, treat it as a network alarm. Fix the cause before customers lose trust. Comparison with other companies, airlines, logistics firms, and utilities all live on this principle. No single route or station should kill service. You are smaller, but the logic is the same. Principle 8. Turn your business into a mini platform others can plug into. Explanation. Cisco routers are platforms. Lots of other things connect to them. Firewalls, monitoring tools, cloud services, third-party software. Cisco publishes standards, APIs, and certification programs so others can build on their gear. The more that plugs in, the more central Cisco becomes. At small scale, you can turn your operation into a mini platform by standardizing how you work, inviting others to use your routines, routes, or systems, becoming the hub that connects different people or services. Common mistakes companies make. First mistake: designing only for themselves. They never ask, could others use this system too? They build just enough to get by, not enough to share. Second mistake: being inconsistent. If your way of working changes every week, no one can depend on it as a platform. Third mistake: trying to capture all value instead of sharing. A platform needs users and partners. If you keep all the benefit and give nothing attractive to others, they will not plug in. Lessons learned. Lesson 1. Standardize your core routines. Create simple, repeatable processes for scheduling, communication, payment, documentation. These are your interfaces. Make them stable and easy to understand. Lesson 2. Ask, who else could ride on this? Examples. If you run a weekly errand route, local sellers could pay you to deliver their goods too. If you maintain a client reminder system, other freelancers could pay you to send reminders on their behalf. If you run a trusted Facebook group, allied services could advertise or host sessions. Under your rules, you are the router, they are the devices. Lesson 3. Create simple, plug-in, offers for partners. Design clear options. For shop owners, add your items to my delivery route for a small fee per order. For tutors, use my scheduling system for a monthly fee. For local pros, he be listed in my vetted directory. I take a small referral fee. This shifts you from being just another service to being a small ecosystem. Comparison with other companies, ride-sharing apps, food delivery platforms, and online marketplaces all work this way. They build systems and invite drivers, restaurants, or sellers to plug in. You do not need their scale. You need their mindset. Build something stable and useful enough that others would rather connect to you than reinvent it. A Cisco-style ideation playbook, putting all 8 principles together. Here is a simple framework. Step 1. Find connection problems. Look for where people or systems fail to connect well. Buyers and sellers, forms and offices, neighbors and services. Write one clear connection job you can improve. Step 2. Design for tomorrow's complexity. Imagine success. More clients, more routes, more data. How can you avoid total redesign later? Keep records structured. Use tools that can scale a bit. Avoid hard-coding rules you cannot change. Step 3. Become consistent enough to be a default. Choose 1 or 2 things you always do. Always answer within a set time. Always keep written logs. Always handle payments the same way. This makes you easier to rely on and recommend. Step 4. Show what is happening. Give simple controls. Provide basic dashboards or summaries. Simple options, time slots, priority levels. Customers feel in control rather than in the dark. Step 5. Bake in trust. Decide how you protect data, how you handle money, how you back up key information. Explain these clearly and always follow them. Step 6. Treat support as part of the value. Define when and how people can reach you. What is included in support? What will become paid consulting? Build simple guides so you are not answering the same questions forever. Step 7. Add resilience. List your single points of failure and write one backup option for each. Check simple metrics weekly. Step 8. Invite others to plug into your system. Once your routines are stable, ask, who else could benefit from my routes, processes, or group? Design one partner offer and test it. Concrete micro-business examples. Example 1. Neighborhood network. Router. For errands. Context. Many households need errands done. Grocery. Pharmacy. Bill payments. You pick a fixed day and route each week. Take structured requests via WhatsApp form. Keep a shared log of tasks and receipts. Later add local sellers who pay to join your route. Principles. Connection problem. Scattered. Inefficient errands. Visibility. Simple order log shared in group. Trust. Receipts and payment-proof photos. Resilience. Pack back, day, and backup contact. If you are ill. Platform. Other services. Laundry. Small repairs. Can join your route. Example 2. Micro. Cisco. For local freelancers. Context. Small freelancers struggle with scheduling, invoicing, and reminders. You build simple templates and a calendar system, offer them as a service to several freelancers. Send reminders to their clients under their branding. Manage a shared directory. Principles. You become backbone, they are edge devices. Standard routines let many plug in. Security. Clear handling of client data and money. Long-term. Freelancers stay, because switching means rebuilding all these systems. Example 3. Digital form and document router. Context. People struggle with forms for benefits, school, permits. You collect and structure information, route documents to the right places, email, platforms, physical offices. Track status and reminders. Eventually onboard other helpers who use your system. Principles. Connection problem. People and institutions. Visibility. Status updates and clear. Checklists. Resilience. Multiple ways to submit or store forms. Platform. Others can use your templates and process for their own clients. Final encouragement. Cisco's routers sit in dark rooms, unseen. Without them, entire organizations would freeze. Your venture might not look glamorous either. It might live in notebooks, spreadsheets, group chats, and quiet routines. That is fine. The value is in connecting what is currently fragmented, being stable where others are flaky, giving people visibility and control. Creating backups so you do not vanish when life hits, and building systems others can trust and build upon. If you start applying even 2 or 3 of these principles, your small idea will feel different to people, more serious, more dependable, more enterprise grade, even at a micro scale. Next step, pick one of your current or future ideas and ask, what is the connection job here? How can I make this more reliable and transparent? What simple backup and partner plugins can I add? If this Cisco series helped you see how big company infrastructure thinking can power small, winnable ideas, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can catch future series, download checklists, and see real examples of people like you turning quiet reliability into real income.